and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dak going to start out going to the air.
And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's done.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They run the counter. Done.
And a strong... He'll take this all the way down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this... Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down now. It's done.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
First down, Prescott. A throw left side, complete to Biletnikoff. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's done. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive.
They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Prescott to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long for Prescott. Escaping the pressure. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Play action now, Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Done. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Second and 7.
Prescott now. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. George Kittle. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Tyreek Hill on the return.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Final play of the half. Prescott. Flushed out right. Gets past one man. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Prescott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He finds his tight end, Gentry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jacoby Myers, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this 35-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Michael Strahan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Prescott on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andrew Adams.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now out come the Steelers.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Prescott's throw there complete to Myers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's caught by Myers. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they
and the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.